Hello everyone and welcome back to Rob Mack Plays. We are starting a new series here, and actually it's just going to be a little update type of series. We're still on the Resonant Rise mod pack, which is on the AT launcher. As usual, I will post that stuff down in the description. But we're doing something a little different here today. What we have is the Refugee to Regent challenge. I'll go ahead and post the details on how to get there on the wiki, but we're going to talk a little bit about that. You can read over some of the rules and stuff like that. We are doing a couple things different. First off, the first stage is a dirt stage, but the way they have it listed on there, there's certain wood things you can use and certain things you can't. So we kind of modified it a little bit. We decided that we would semi-skip the stage as far as tools and wood requirements go. But however, I wanted to go in and actually follow along and do everything as I could with a few exceptions. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm going to be trying to follow along on a couple of screens here. First off, this is on a server. This is both myself and Golden Zombie are on here. Sneaky Lawn Gnome will probably start with us in a little bit. But I'm going to go through kind of what the end of the dirt level challenge is and just kind of show you what we got going on. First off is a player dwelling or estate. Can only use clay. Since we are using wood tools in this stage, I was able to pick up the hardened clay. You can see here on my hut is made completely out of clay. And by the way, I'm using the hardcore rules. In the easier ones, you can use dirt. So the hut's dimensions must be at least 6 by 6. As you can see, we're definitely larger than that. As a bonus, you can expand it to 10 by 10, which is what I do. Interior dimensions are 10 by 10. Let's see. Hut must be sealed with double wooden doors, as you can see up front there, and have at least one additional entrance. We have one there. Let's see. Doors must open with pressure plates or buttons. Got pressure plates on both sides. Got buttons on the outside so that mobs aren't coming in. These are carpenters. All these are carpenters blocks that we're using. That way we could color them to look like the buildings. As you can see here, all that's looking the same. Escape hatch built into the ceiling to escape from hostile mobs. Again, carpenters blocks for the ladders and the hatch right here. Then we have rooms. Must have at least a bedroom and a main room. So here we have a bedroom. And we have our main room here with some frames. Let's see, we have, a workroom. We have, here you can see I use the super crafting frames for my carpenter's blocks and my crafting table for a workroom. I have a storage room. Here, a couple of double chests. And it's a stage appropriate room. What I did is I built myself a little study here. So I've got my books from Tinker's Construct, and then a desk and chair. So then furnishings, that obviously the crafting bench, double chest, bed, filled item frames. So I found all these things. The iron pickaxe, infinity orb, I believe is what that is, and this is the thing for it's a page out of the book for the hardcore ender expansion. Let's see, and a painting. So looking there. Let me look here farther here. So next we have non-player dwellings. It says that, let's see, close hovels of at least 4 by 4. Or you can go with 3 5 by 5s. Obviously 3 5 by 5s here. Only built out of clay. And doors that all open with pressure plates or buttons. Again, buttons here, pressure plates on the inside. Each one obviously has a door, and they're pretty similar. They all have a crafting bench, a chest, a bed, a filled item frame, and a painting. And the paintings are different, obviously. Same with the item frames. Just a couple of different things that we're using there. Let's see, under the commercial category, we need to build a granary. Let's see here. Let's go all the way down here. Like I said, this is going to be back and forth only because I'm trying to follow along for you guys how it looks in the wiki. So again, the granary has to be built with the same requirements as the hovel or hut, which means only out of clay products. So that's what we did. Did it all out of clay. All the doors have to be pressure plates or buttons. If your expanse is any larger than 3 in any direction, it has to have a support beam. So we have a support beam there. Only food is allowed in here. We do not have any rotten food in here. We did use barrels instead of chests. They're all of Java's better barrels. And then obviously we're not using double chests. Separate food chests by categories. We have edible plants over here. We have animal products, and then we have mixed foods. Mixed foods right now we just have the berry medley and some empty bowls. Animal products, because we don't have a lot of animals right now, just things that we've killed. And then the monster jerky, and then edible plants, barley and wheat, berries, apples, carrots, potatoes, and we got some pumpkins there. As far as technology goes, I have 1 copy of each of the Materials in You, Volumes 1 and 2, and the Mighty Smelting. You saw that back in my library. I decided not to go with building the shrines. As far as transportation goes, let's go ahead and head out the front door again. All of that opening and closing of doors, right? So we must have our buildings connected. Let's see, with one distinctive block every 2 blocks plus 1. So like 2 dirt, and then you can do clay here. This is kind of like the main drag here. Comes all the way down past all the buildings, as you saw. And then this heads over to Golden Zombie and his house. Like I said, he decided not to go with the dirt stage stuff, which is perfectly fine. That's what we wanted to do on the server. Let's see. Agriculture. Farming. Let's see. So obviously, because we have the tools, we did not have to only plant in testificate villages. We have to have 10 simultaneous wheat plants. Or a bonus if we did 20, so there's 20 there. Oh, looks like 1 got trampled out. Let's fix that right away. That way we can make sure that we have it. Grab 1 seed here. I already had some. Look at that. Let's go ahead and jump in there and claim that right away. There we go. That's 20 wheat. We have, let's see, 10 simultaneous barley, bonus of if we have 20, so there's 20 there. Melons, we skip those because obviously you can't go underground and it's very hard to find them, anywhere else. So melons we are putting off until a later stage. At least 4 berry bushes, and then a bonus if you plant at least 8 of at least 2 different kinds. And around my house, let's see here. Let's grab some, make this a little bit faster, shall we? Let's do this too. I'm sure you guys will appreciate me not crunching in your ear. There we go. Alright, so let's run back here. So obviously I have all 4 of these Natura berry bushes, are all 4 kinds, and obviously a lot more than 8. So let's just jump in here real quick, and I'll be right back as soon as morning comes up. Alright, and we're back. So we've been following along here. Now we're under plantations. We're going to skip down because some things are just out of order. I'm not going to keep coming all the way back and forth. 15 reeds. We have all of those there. And we have plenty in stock. Also on our way back over to our planting area, we'll run into the cacti. So we should have 10 cacti, a bonus if we got 20. There is 20 here. We got rows of 5, 4 deep. You can see here we got over 2 stacks available there. Well, let's see, 4 pumpkin plants. Obviously, we're doing really good there. Stack once. Does it stack? Yep. Bonus if we have 8 of them. Obviously, we have a lot more than 8 pumpkins. And as far as cotton goes, again, 9. Bonus if you double it to 18. So looking good there. Let's take a look here. Arboriculture. Trees. Just kind of a makeshift tree farm over here for now. Something that was close. Again, we're not distinctly in the wood age, so the goal is to just build things up. So it says that we have to keep at least 8 trees planted in a defined tree cutting orchard. So this is kind of my predefined orchard here. As far as 8 kinds go, let me bring Wayla up. So we have willow trees, it's 1. We have cherry is 2. Pine is 3. Let's see, we have more 8, I'm sorry. All 8 are different kinds of trees, that's what it was. So willow 1, cherry 2, pine 3, acacia 4, jacaranda 5. I lost count here. Man, I know that, but I forgot which ones we did. Acacia, and pine. I know we have white cherry because they come in different ones. You have white cherry, and you have pink cherry. We have oak. So let's try again. Oak. So willow is 2. Pine is 3. Pine, pine, pine. So we're at 3. Going down this row, white cherry is 4. Red cherry is 5. Jacaranda is 6. Acacia is 7. I used to have, I was able to get a palm tree here, but it wouldn't give any saplings. So, I thought we had one more. Well, that is quite upsetting. This is going to be oak too, right? Well, you know what? I know we have we've got some more in the cutting area down there, so we'll come back to that. So let's see. Our rubber orchard, we need to have an industrial craft rubber tree and at least 3 mine factory reloaded rubber trees. 1, 2. There. 3. We'll probably 1 more just for good measure. Here we go. Planting the greatwood and the silverwood trees, we have the saplings, and I'll kind of show you where we're going to be moving our tree farms to. I didn't want to plant them yet because we're still working on the definitions of that, and we don't want to kill it. So we have the saplings. We're just not going to plant them quite yet. Apiculture, I gather enough drones and princesses for at least 3 queens, or a bonus if you can get enough for at least 8. We have 5, 7, 8 drones. Right, 4 and 3 is 7, and 1 is 8, and obviously plenty of princesses. So we got that covered. Kennels and stables. Tame at least 3 wolves. I got 1, 2. Let's see if they're still sitting out here. 3, and then we had to breed 2 more. There's 1. The other guy was sitting out here somewhere. See if we can find him again. Yeah, for some reason they still get moved around a little bit, which is a little crazy. As you can see, the back side of my house, it's got all the berry bushes in it. I seem to have lost one. Wasn't that crazy? Well, now you can watch me do it here. We'll get you together. And there we go. We've bred another one. There's just so many of these that it's easier just to make them sit. Not big on animals, but it's how the game goes. It's what the challenge is calling for, and I definitely want to give this a good shot. Alright, didn't keep track of all the stuff we killed, so I'm not really going to worry about that. And we'll go through the outliers here at the end, so I don't have to run all over the place. Oh, poor puppies are whining. Oh, see, there he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just bred an extra one, which is good. So let's see. We need. Let's see. It says 1 stack of logs, 2 different kinds of logs plus 1, stacks up to 4 kinds plus 2. So obviously we have oak, and we have a lot more stacked there. Plus we have plenty of other ones. So obviously we'll qualify for that. 5 stacks of planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 different kinds. Obviously pine, willow, acacia, oak. So we covered that. A lot of different types of saplings, and I'm not going to do the math, but you can take a look here. Add that to the stack plus 36 that are there, and we've got enough there. I think that covers everything that we need to do over here as far as that goes. Let's see. We took a look before at the reeds. You get a stack of reeds. Obviously we saw got more than a stack of reeds. Let's keep going across. The next thing we're going to run into. Oh, you know what I didn't talk about was the to tame at least 3 horses. If you can see their heads there, 1, 2, and 3. And yes, we have Chococraft down here, so we've been breeding chocobos. So far, oh, the latest breed got me another male, so got a blue and a yellow female and 2 yellow males. Let's see, so going back into the requirements here. For cacti, we need a stack of cacti. We have more than a stack there. Alright. So now we can kind of just head straight down the list here, starting at wheat seeds. We have the bonus, 2 stacks. Let's see, 2 stacks of wheat. Sorry about that. So after a few interruptions, I'm back. So we were taking a look at what we all had. 2 stacks of wheat seeds. Obviously, we've covered that. And as far as wheat goes, we should have. It says a stack of wheat plus 1 stacks to 1 stack plus 2. So I assumed he meant 2 stacks. So there's 2 stacks there. We have a stack of carrots, stack of potatoes. Let's see, 2 stacks of barley, and stack of barley seeds. 2 stacks of barley seeds. There we go. We already talked about the cactus and the reeds, pumpkins, and then melons. We like I said, we weren't doing, so we have 32 pumpkins. Obviously, we got that covered. So that covers that stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at, as far as outliers go. Let's see here the map. We've done a lot of discovering. We're going to be putting our outlier out here. Our first outlier. You can see here we've got the new farm planned for the next stage and the new wood area. Let's go ahead. Plenty of time in the day. Oh yeah. We'll grab ourselves one of these chocobos. For as noisy as they are. Again, chocobo saddles easier to make than trying to find regular saddles, so we use chocobos. A cauldron we found in a village, but we can't fill it because the wood buckets don't fill into cauldrons. What do you know about that, huh? So let's go ahead and hop over here. Alright. So what we got here, this is timber, and it was actually called thinned timber, so I decided to thin it out even more. Most of our production area is going to be 3 chunks by 3 chunks, and then we're going to use we will spawn in a dimensional anchor to keep them going so that we don't have to be right on top of them all the time. So this is where that's going to be, and then, so I think I can interact on, yeah, so in this chest over here, you see we have a silver wood and 5 great woods, so that's what we're planning on planting in this area as soon as we have that mapped out in the wood stage. We were just waiting on a few things to grow, so we had some time to take a look at stuff. Oh, come on! These chocobos are hard because just like horses, they're more than 1 block, more than 1 block wide, so it's hard to get them in certain places. Let's see. There we go. Come on. And that biome there is just wonderful for them. And here we are into a garden biome. We thought that this would be a great place for our farm. So we have that. We started getting some stuff planned out. As you can see here, Golden Zombie's got a few things already going. And like I said, we spawned in a dimensional anchor, and that covers here with Opus. We can see. Let's see, meantime, loaded chunks, that's going to do this one here is force loaded. And obviously, as you can tell from being up here, there's no way we would reach that on a normal thing. So we'll have a chunk loader here and a chunk loader here. And wherever we decide to put our ranching, our animal production, we'll do that as well. But so you can see here, we got some farms started already. Getting a good, healthy start to everything. So there we are. So you've looked at it all. If you're looking at the wiki and following along, I didn't exactly keep track of the points. We went for as much of the hardest stuff as we could, and we're looking forward to getting to the wood stage. Even this modified clay stage, it took us about a week. Granted, we're not playing 24/7 on here. Like I said, there's just 2 of us right now, and as you know, I'm running another currently active Let's Play series, as well as I have a private game that I'm in as well, and Golden Zombie is only available for a short amount of time each day. So the next day update on this, what I'm going to try and do then is post videos on Fridays for updates on these. And then also updates if we come to the end of an age before, in the middle of a week. I'll go ahead and post an update for you guys. I haven't really seen a lot of videos online for this challenge, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and put it out there. And we're going to be modifying things as we go along, because the challenge was not developed for the Resonant Rise mod pack. So we're going to kind of modify things as we go along, so that hopefully in the future we can expand it so that it covers everything in Resonant Rise, and mayhap even get a server of our own up and going that would be more of a public server, so that we can get everybody going. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Again, this has been Rob Mac Plays. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I would very much appreciate it. Leave comments. Let me know what you guys like and don't like. This is something a little different for me as far as the challenge goes. For all the time I've put into this, normally I'd say I'll be a lot farther along. But with that, again, this is Rob Mac Plays on the Resonant Rise mod pack and the Refugee to Regent challenge. With that, have fun.